You're watching CYPRUSNEWSREPORT.COM's The Week for November 17th to 24th, 2013. I'm Sarah Fenwick. Cyprus is mourning the death of former President Glafcos Clerides, who passed away at 6:20 p.m. on November 15th at the age of 94 after falling into a coma. Mr. Clerides was a loved and respected statesman known for his courage and strong leadership. President Nikos Anastasiadis has cut short his trip to Sri Lanka to return to the island, saying he is deeply grieved but at the same time honoured to have worked with Mr. Clerides. Cyprus's annual economic productivity fell by 5.5% in the third quarter. This means that it is an uphill battle to get out of the current recession, which is expected to worsen in 2014. The European Council has approved €100 million to boost the island's economy. President Anastasiadis said he has instructed the relevant ministries to put the funds into creating jobs and growth projects. The number of unemployed rose to over 51,000 persons in October, a 30% increase compared to the same month in 2012. Young people are particularly affected, with 1 in 4 new graduates still searching for a job. As the economy suffers through the recession and financial crash, the Cyprus Chamber of Commerce has demanded that the central bank lift restrictions on lending and the movement of capital. Investment ratings agency Fitch has confirmed Cyprus's sovereign bonds rating at B- and CCC, saying that the EU IMF bailout is supporting the government's short-term liquidity. The economic outlook remains bleak, however, and the agency expects GDP to contract by 7% in 2013. The recession will remain in 2014, said Fitch. On the brighter side, the island's bailout progress has been good, said the ratings agency. The discovery of natural gas in Cyprus waters is another bright spot in the economy. President Nikos Anastasiadis said that the revenues from Cyprus's hydrocarbons will benefit all communities according to their population ratio. There is an estimated 18% Turkish Cypriot population versus the 80% Greek Cypriot population and 50,000 Turkish settlers living illegally in the Turkish-occupied north of the island. The population ratio is a very sensitive topic in reunification talks, particularly when it comes to the issues of governance and power sharing. The Greek Cypriots have a large majority and have refused to accept the idea of weighted votes, and the Turkish Cypriots insist on political equality or a 50-50 say in political decisions. So far, in all rounds of talks since 1974, a formula to satisfy all parties has never been found. Mr. Anastasiadis said he will not start new talks for the sake of it and is still waiting for a joint statement to be made by negotiators on both sides, which would set out the terms of reunification talks. Cyprus has been split in two since 1974, when Turkey invaded and stationed 40,000 troops along the Green Line, segregating the Greek and Turkish Cypriots and creating hundreds of thousands of refugees who lost their properties and livelihoods in the wake of the war. Turkey's Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan has shocked the world community by saying there is no country called Cyprus, amid expectations that reunification talks will start shortly on the island. Mr. Erdogan referred to North Cyprus and South Cyprus while he was at a conference in Poland, according to Turkish Cypriot daily Cyprus. The Turkish PM heads a country that has barely made any progress on its own EU accession negotiations due to the Cyprus problem. His comments were greeted with surprising concern in Cyprus from the government and the Greek and Turkish media. Instead of making statements that question the Republic of Cyprus, the Turkish Prime Minister should show goodwill, said government spokesman Christos Stylianidis, adding that Mr. Erdogan is revealing his true intentions towards Cyprus. Turkey's EU course is being slowed by the deadlock over Cyprus. 8 of the country's EU chapters are frozen pending its recognition of the Republic of Cyprus. All candidate countries must recognize every single current EU member state, but Turkey refuses to do so, instead recognizing the unilaterally declared Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus in the Turkish-held north of the island. Turkey's bad record on press freedom, women's rights and protection of religious minorities is also slowing down its EU membership bid. That's it for our news roundup this week. Check our website daily for breaking news and blogs from Cyprus and the region. Thank you for watching The Week from CYPRUSNEWSREPORT.COM.